Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of GM Talks. I am GM Ryden. With me is GM Storm. Say hello. Okay, apparently Discord is not detecting you for some reason.
Good thing we figured... Oh, come on.
Now, I think now you are. Never mind. That's because chat wasn't telling me until later.
Yeah.
There we go. Now it's detecting you.
They just thought I was mute last time.
Yep. So, say hello again.
Hello, everyone. Glad to be back with you.
So, we are going to be doing two types of discussions today. The first one is going to be the current update, and then the summer update for 2025, the roadmap that we released yesterday. So, quite a lot to talk about, Storm, and where should we start?
Yeah, I mean, we've got a lot coming up, but obviously the update that came today had a lot of new content. So I think we should start there because, like I said going into this, I'm 1 for 8 in rock paper scissors matches. So I'm curious if you're doing better than me here.
I have not really played rock paper scissors, at least not yet. Well, I did play it like on the test server when I was like doing some stuff in preparation for this. But yeah, we have a new hot spring area, and it's pretty easy to access actually. First, I'm gonna start,
Yeah, and it's like lava basically, so it's definitely hot. That's for sure.
Yeah. I hope Pope Mias and hello John Rick Garile. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong on YouTube. Careful so I don't accidentally cause you to freeze on the camera. There we go. Alright, let's stop fishing for a little bit. Just getting like a little bit of extra EXP right now. A couple other people just dancing around here inside the new hot spring. But it's similar to the Spirit Falls and the Lanix hot spring, where you can get yourself a nice little buff. In this case, it's going to be the Magna's buff, blessing buff. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. I thought it was Magma, but no, it's actually Magna, who is...
Magma.
Yeah.
Rolls off the tongue.
I guess I'm just going to call it Magma. We'll just assume that the N is silent.
Yeah, I mean, you're basically standing in magma, so, you know, it's fitting.
Hot springs aren't magma, though.
I know, but it looks hot. That's all I'm saying.
There's a bit of a spike. Some people probably just entered here and surprised us. But you can see some people in the distance as well. I know, like, someone was, like, a bit surprised that Elysis is blonde in the chibi model. Which was kind of funny, actually. In fact, right there. We can actually see it right there.
Huh.
But it has, like, the same functions as some of the others, but it's a brand new location for those of you who are in Magmelia, specifically. You can definitely get over there. Get over here from Magmelia. Just X out here, for example. There's a nice little NPC over here. Sorry, chat, I need you to move. Fehu. Just talk to them to go to Spirit Haven. Nice little bright orange hot spring to relax your soul in. I didn't want to mount. There we go. I want my statue. Also, I like the look of this mailbox.
I do too. I've already collected mail from it, so
The mission is
getting some usage out of it.
Oh, I just got my 60-minute stamp. Like, what mission did I just complete from checking the mailbox? Oh, it's the stamp. Alright. For Storm's sake, I'm going to try my attempt at rock, paper, scissors.
All right. Well, it is a cash sink for me, at least. I think it's only 10,000, right?
No. Okay,
But
tied.
I keep losing. I went paper 5 times in a row, and it went scissors each time. Then I went to rock, and then it kept going to paper. So it's reading my mind.
Well, it took me 2 tries to get a win, so I'll take that.
Better than I'm doing.
Yeah, going back to the Magma's Blessing buff, though. You do get 30% EXP, some critical action speed, additional damage, and maximize for dungeons. You know, similar to the other buffs, but again, it's a new location I do like the NPCs. Shame we can't marry them. Aw. Although I will say this, I think the rumor or the meme, whatever you want to call it, that Helen is going to be the eventual final boss or even a raid boss is now over. Helen did not make it into this area. Instead, she was replaced by Diana. But similar functions. You can fish here, get some neon zetras, get some demonic Clanidae. I have no idea how to pronounce that. The ice right crab, which is, I'm surprised that it made it all the way here from Rigamore. The phantom creeper, which I don't know. I think they were octopusing that one through. And an unidentified mutant fish, which could be a baby Chaos Leviathan. And that is the golden lobster variation of it. I do like this place, though. It's very relaxing.
Got a different... if you got your music on as well, there's definitely a little bit different of a vibe with the soundtrack. I like.
How detailed do you want to make an NPC? Yes. I mean, look at the detail on just the mailbox. That's quite a bit of detail on it. I wish I could get like a better view of it so that like the text isn't right above the letter. Then you got a solo here. Your buff giver plus rock paper scissors player. Round 2.
It's going for it again. You won? Wow.
That was easy.
Teach me your ways.
Use ZXC for rock paper or rock scissors paper. And then you just gotta like wait till you see, and then you just press the 1. My piece is gonna cry when it enters this map. Don't worry, it ain't gonna be that bad. And right here, as we shown before, Diana. Nice little spot over here as well, which is where we kind of started. Get a nice little outward view of the map. In fact, let's just run around it with the HUD gone. I just love seeing like people's pets just randomly running around. Alright. Now, Storm, what else did we get with this update?
Well, if you guys haven't logged in for 10 minutes, definitely make sure you do that, because you're going to get yourself a nice little present, little box. It's going to give you a few gifts. My favorite of which is that free Mod Force E Select Cube. But I was looking for it, and then I realized it gets sent to your mail. It's not a mission, so definitely check the mailbox for that. You have till September, late September, to do that. So plenty of time. Obviously, if you're here, you're probably going to go log in for your 10 minutes and get your free goodies. But nice little package before the summer updates come along.
Yeah, over 2 months that you have, so you don't have to worry too much, but don't sleep on it. Make sure you pick it up eventually. I'm actually gonna grab it right now, just to make sure I have it.
Yeah, so we had that. We also, I already got them on my account. Both El Rios and the Grow Support Passes were updated. So a lot of good stuff on that. I know we covered that in our patch preview video, but definitely looking forward to getting some more good stuff off that pass. There's some new items in there as well, if I'm not mistaken.
What I'm hearing is wait until the last minute. The Anime Lad, no, don't wait until the last minute. However, I will also mention this about the Mod 4C Select Cube. It has no expiration date. So...
Lovely.
Grab the cube now and open it just to get all the consumables. You get your apple crates to choose what apples you want. And then you can just like let that Mod Force book, or not even, it's not even the book. It's actually like just, whatever two for the class you're playing. But you can like hold on to it until you're ready to commit. like maybe you want to try a new character, or maybe you're going to class change in the future, you can open it when you do that, and then boom, you can now get yourself one of the new mod skills for that class instead. Yeah, as Storm mentioned, a new Aerials Pass, new Anne's Growth Pass. We do have the Aerials Pass Season 11 mark. 5% attack power for both physical and magic, and 10% EXP gain. And Anne's Growth Support Pass having a mark of its own to give you 50% EXP gain when your Resonance level is below 400. 3% MP cost reduction, and 3% all skill cooldown as well. So if you're looking to, level up your Resonance, there's a good chance to do it with the Anne's Growth Support mark. If you're above 400, maybe you want the Aerials Pass for that extra damage and 10% EXP gain.
Micaiah with another joke redemption. I wasn't here the last stream last week. Maybe they did one then as well. But they are on a roll with the...
They did not.
Okay.
They did not. They might have tried to, but they couldn't because I was putting the chat in emote only mode, so they wouldn't spoil the answers for the game
show.
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering. I saw that, but that makes sense then.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to think on that joke a little bit later. But we also have a new minigame, Rise Demon Realm Hot Springs, which will come with its very own story as well. Obviously, I don't have a toy shovel that uncovers story, but to do that, I just have to get 150 or higher in the minigame, and then I will complete the mission. It's a weekly mission. Let's give it an attempt. Storm is going to make fun of me because there is no way I'm going to reach anywhere near the total best scores on this list.
Well, I played it once earlier, and I was really confused for the first 5 to 10 seconds, and then I figured it out. So in my one attempt, I was 652, so not bad. And if that's telling you anything, getting 150 is very, very simple. So no one should have any issues for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, I already hit it.
Yeah. So basically, just play it, and you'll get your rewards. So if I'm not mistaken, it's about how deep down you go, not necessarily how many big combos you get, although that doesn't hurt. Not mistaken?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not even gonna get... Or I'll be halfway. This keyboard mash. 829. That's actually my best score because I wasn't trying that hard.
Sure.
On test server. On test server, I mean.
Okay.
I was trying hard here. I had to try better though. But you get a daily reward every 3 daily rewards. So play it every day, even just a little bit. Gonna definitely see this. And of course, you get yourself a nice little bit of story with some unique art to it. We got what looks like a chibi version of Lithia and Ein.
Are you gonna take a stab at voice acting here with this?
I don't know if you could have heard that, but I was just making popping noises.
I saw it, but I couldn't hear it.
Dang it. Well, I ain't doing it again. Alright, I guess you're gonna voice Lithia since you're the Lithia person.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I gotta put on an accent. I thought this was just a puddle from rainwater.
Oh, you actually want me to do it?
Hey, if I gotta do it, you gotta do it too.
This isn't just a puddle, it's a hot spring. That's my Lithia voice, I suppose.
These are hot springs? I've never seen such small hot springs. It's barely big enough for 1 foot.
I'm not sure where it came from, but there must be some underground water. It's going one word at a time, so it's difficult. Water that sprung out to fill this hole.
I was afraid to hit enter because I don't want to skip it.
I did that many times during Lithia's.
Mm.
Lithia's our voiceover of Lithia leveling.
Chad, you can make fun of me for my accent all you want. I'll let you do that. By the way, Storm, it's your turn. Still.
Oh, maybe small, but it's quite nice. There's some hot steam too. That's what we're gonna add a redemption. It's gonna be Raiden talks for 20 minutes with an accent. 200,000 points. Somebody's gonna save up for it for someday.
I gotta do a Labby voice. This was. Why did I listen to you about voicing this?
For clips. For somebody to do clips.
Be right back. I'm deleting the VOD of this. You're right. Wow, it really is hot. Watch out, Labby. It might be burnt. Or you might be burnt.
There's not that much contamination here. I think it's okay to use.
I get that reference quite, Labby. We can use it? So can we go in? Yeah.
Are you like holding your
Throat
a certain way to talk that way?
I was for that one. Is that the Labby? I don't have the Labby wig on me. It's actually at my desk. I don't want to grab it. Actually, is it at my desk?
You should have for this.
I didn't realize we were going to be voicing it. I just thought like...
I didn't think you would go for the voicing part, but... Man, this is too small. If this was just big enough, it would have been a great tour spot.
I'm doing it for chat. I wanted to take a bath. Aww.
I'm curious what kind of hot spring this is. Why don't we dig deeper?
Are you sure you'll be fine? It's quite a lot of labor.
Solon, you could probably find a VOD of it from years ago.
But you didn't know that there was... Yeah, like back when Labby's fourth path came out, I wore a wig to represent her fourth path, and I wore it constantly for the streams whenever I was playing her.
And did you just happen to come upon this wig, or did you seek it out?
We sought it out. We sought it out.
Oh, I mean, we're not simply digging down. We're expanding the hot springs, so it should be fine.
Labby agrees. Are there different types of hot springs? I know when I walk out, people are going to be staring at me like, what is going on? Some of them are probably like turning in like, what is he doing? Like, what is Raiden
They're probably
doing?
saying to other people, hey guys, tune into the stream and check out Raiden here.
Yeah, because they can hear me. I already got word that they can hear me. Depending on what the underground water has, the hot springs may change due to substances like sulfur or carbon. In places where the hot springs have good substance, folks drink the hot springs water.
Oh, you know quite a lot.
Miss Mirrorfriend? Don't drink it yet until we make sure it's okay. But, Labby, we're not sure if this is clean water, so don't drink it yet. Oh, okay. Not to go Discord to watch stream to see two men role playing as a little child for you. We weren't expecting to do voice acting like that. We just decided to do it as a spur of the moment to entertain you guys.
It's impromptu acting right there.
Mm-hmm.
Give a round of applause for our Labby here.
Mm-hmm. But you do get some L House stuff, some Story in the Frame, Demon Realm Hot Springs, just to put on your walls in your L House. You do also get this nice little Hop Rabbit accessory. As you can see, I don't have it, so I can't really show it to you. But if we go to Magic Wardrobe... see it right on top of my head, right there. When are y'all voicing the epic story? No. No. Oh, wait. Does this thing have a jackhammer? And is it? It's doing it into my head.
Okay, that's cool.
I guess this explains what happened to my brain. Let me see. Is there... Pretty sure that there was a couple other things. We do have an Ice Burner reorder shop, actually. So for those of you who are missing Rosalete, Aurora Mustica, Gold Falcon, or the Nasad Battlesuit Mark II, guess what? We have them back temporarily until September 9th for you to get them. Right now we do have the reorder shop 1+1 package so that you can get 10 additional Ice Burners for the time being. But I know some of you might be looking towards next week, because those of you who've been paying attention and have kind of like been monitoring the Vita Fontana Ice Burner, you will know that it's ending next week. So, Storm, would you like to tell a little bit more about the next one?
The next part of the... are you talking about the summer?
No, the next Ice Burner.
That is... I was looking at the store. I was checking out my Lithia and all these different costumes because they look really cool.
Well,
yeah, the Eurobis Elegy. That's coming out on July 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
Brand new. So next week, take a look in the store for that. I might be saving mine for that, actually, right? And now that you brought that up, because I was about to go crazy with the Aurora, one of the Aurora ones here, but thanks for that reminder.
Hey, if anything, go for the 10 first to start, and then next week go for another 10, and then decide.
That might be the play.
Yeah. I'm actually thinking about like getting 10 of Aurora Mustica.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking at, I think.
The necklace for that one has evaded me since its original release, and it's like I'm tempted to go for it again, but I'm also tempted to not go for it because I'm like, you know what? I don't think I want you anymore. But then again,
you don't want to give it the satisfaction of failing you again.
But then again, that might be more reason to go for it. Because, all right, well, I don't want it anymore. I'm just going to get these 10. I'm just going to just throw it. And then all of a sudden it's going to give it to me because, like, okay, well, since you don't want it anymore, here you go.
Yeah, it's very stylish, that one. I'm liking it. But yeah, I'm excited to see what the new one looks like as well. Mm-hmm. So maybe I'll wait. We'll see.
Well, actually, there is one more thing to show. As part of the Arios Pass, there is a nice costume item. The Golden Promo Hair. Golden Promotion Hair.
Ooh.
I like how it, for Aura, it also makes the hairpin solid gold.
Huh. Super Saiyan hair. This is light swords.
For Elsword, it definitely looks like Super Saiyan hair from, like, Dragon Ball Z. Like, that was, like, the first thing I said to myself when I saw it on Elsword. I'm like, that's just Super Saiyan. Now we just need the golden aura. Also, the hair is shiny. It sparkles, too. Ooh, and 19 Heart getting to 911 blocks so far. Looks like you're going to get onto the board very soon if you keep it up. You just have to be 1,247. Good luck.
That's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Very impressive.
Yeah. All right. We talked about today's update. I think it's now time we talk about something even bigger. And that is going to be the summer update.
A lot of good stuff.
Yep.
A lot of great stuff with that roadmap just coming out.
Yeah, so Elsword Summer Update 2025 at Maram. We have quite a few things happening on July 30th. This is going to include things like the Doom Aporia raid improvement, Serpentium raid improvement, 5 Dungeons to Masterclass quick start event, 10 million combat power boost event, and of course, we can't have a big event without something even bigger. A big major reward. A plus 11 Submergence of Abyss provision event. Now, Storm.
There you can see it now. My head was blocking it.
Oh wait, your head was blocking it?
My head was blocking the plus 11 submergence, so
I just had
pointing behind me.
I just had to move it down a little bit.
We're good. We're good though.
There we go. So yeah.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff with it.
So would you mind like going over like a little bit about this, like especially like say the Serpentium raid and Doom Aporia raid gameplay difficulties?
Yeah. So those your voices have been heard in terms of the difficulty for that and gameplay fatigue. So there's going to be a lot of adjustments actually. They're eliminating the need to swap items and titles mid-raid. I know that when you were doing some runs with Shimo and whatnot, that was something he was constantly doing. Not that he needed to do it, but players feel that it's a necessity with this raid to make it go much quicker. So they're removing that need by making it, well, not really possible. Well, you can, but you don't get the buffs anymore. And they are making it so all of the stages are much easier and removing the second stage entirely. So it's going to be a lot easier for replayability and ultimately make it, I think, a much more enjoyable experience for those running through it regularly.
Mm-hmm. And as someone who has been asking for things like, feedback related to these, I have seen the comments. I have seen the screenshots. Things like 3-hour runs to complete one dungeon for Doom Aporia. I've seen those screenshots. And I have been sharing with the dev team and all that, hey, this is what's going on. Here's a lot of the things that have been happening. People are spending a long time. We're not playing like other games where you sit down for an hour for one match. We're trying to do a raid, and a single dungeon is taking quite a long time. Yes, 3 hours solo. And granted, this was around the time it came out, so people weren't fully prepared in terms of what to do, how to optimize it, or even fully geared up. Exascale.
It takes a while to master mechanics and whatnot as well over time.
And so. you have exascales where they were not fully ready. And I want to say that around that time was before we had the update for the custom accessory slots. So after that came out, combat power went up. We had the adjustments for Reforge, which added more combat power due to the skill damage changes. So that helped lessen the time. And even before that, there was a change to Doom Aporia's 4th raid dungeon to be split into 2 parts. So phases 1 and 2 were put into a single dungeon, and then phase 3 was its own dungeon. Because, again, going back to the whole thing, with the amount of time that you have to spend, if you say we're in the last part and suddenly your team wipes, that's hours gone. That's a lot of progress gone. And we know that it can be very tough to organize such a thing, especially when you have to do all the previous dungeons. So we've been sharing that feedback, and it's going to be changed. There's going to be some improvements to it.
Yeah, I think one extra thing to point out as well is the mention that the Doom Aporia raid, they expect it to be completed twice as fast. So cut those run times in half, essentially, which is a big win as well.
Yeah, I think right now, after everything, I believe it's still lengthy, but it's down to an hour. So, but that's mostly just the last dungeon I'm thinking of. But complete everything, about an hour and a half to 2 at most. So it has gone better, but more improvements have been requested, and we've been forwarding that feedback. And now it's going to happen. One of the things that you also did mention was like swapping items and titles. Things like the Shaviana Truffles, Divinity of the Seven Realms, Versatility title. There's like a lot of stuff that, can take a lot of time to do and may not be possible in some cases. Like, you don't want to be like just constantly clicking over every single item in your inventory trying to put it back on, or just to optimize your damage. Nothing like that. So
yeah, it's very, very tedious to do that as well. So I think
Yeah.
it would be a smoother, more enjoyable experience to where you can actually enjoy the raid, enjoy the combat, enjoy the encounter, rather than dealing with your inventory for 20%, or however often you're doing that throughout every single time you're clearing it.
Yeah, like, it's becoming overly complicated. So, buff effects are only going to be lasting while the set effect is active for Shaviana Truffles and Divinity of Seven Realms. Versatility's title buff is going to be removed when the title swap happens. As for other costumes, accessories, and titles that do provide this type of a sort of buff when you use it and then you switch over, there'll be some more changes, but that list is going to appear later on. So we'll let you guys know with an announcement as to every single item that's being affected by that. And for the most part, of course, that's mostly applying for Serpentium and Doom Aporia raids. But we know that changing those could probably provide a negative impact. So there are going to be some adjustments to the difficulty. For one, for Serpentium Raid, difficulty Stage 2 is going to be removed. Stage 3 will become the new Stage 2, and Stage 4 will become the new Stage 3. But after removal, all the difficulty is going to be reduced for all 3 stages, along with a reduction in the number of force mechanics. Now, I know I talked about Doom Aporia and how long that was, but I know people have been complaining about Serpentium Raid, specifically Orchestra Hall, where it takes a minimum of 20 minutes even when you have some of the best gear. And that's mostly because you are doing the mechanics, and the mechanics take up the time. So there's definitely going to be a lot of changes for that. Alright, Storm, would you like to go over the next one?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of it kind of goes hand in hand with a new event to help players reach the Doom Aporia raid. I feel like that kind of all goes together. So if you haven't had the opportunity to experience it, you're gonna kind of get funneled a lot of stuff to help you make your way to 10 million combat power through the Masterclass Quick Start event. If you don't have that yet, or you can use it on another character, and the Combat Power Boost event, which kind of I feel go hand in hand in a sense, especially if you just want to do it with a new character. So a lot of good stuff coming from those that want to hit 10 million combat power that maybe you haven't, or if you have another character, this is going to help you with that immensely. There's also the boost to your L resonance points if you're newer, or if you're still under 200, automatically going to get set to 200. So a nice little boost there. With that, going to help you out with some additional stats.
Mm-hmm. And the plus 11, not plus 7, Submergence of Abyss Provision event. Plus 11 Submergence of Abyss Provision event. That's going to give you guys a lot more combat power too. We did give out a plus 10, I want to say last month or within the past 2 months. So,
what do you think the difference is going to be on a plus 10 versus plus 11 in terms of that combat power?
Oh, quite a lot actually, because you do get a nice base stat boost. You get yourself a nice little bonus effect for it. But even better with this one, there's going to be some additional effects on it that is going to make it worth grabbing for your character.
First time ever, too. Exciting.
Mm-hmm. Is it listed on our webpage? Ah, yes, actually it is.
Yeah.
So, in that case, Storm, go over the summer event tab.
Summer event tab here. All right. So yeah, covering basically a lot of what was said as well, but the new growth support event going to help players reach level 99 really quickly, acquire Masterclass very quickly. And as it also says, it is an upgrade from the Hyper Punch event. I know a lot of people get excited about those. I do. So if I do, you definitely should as well. So this is like an upgrade to that. And then for anybody who is still under 200 L resonance points, you're going to be automatically set to 200. You're going to be receiving equipment and other items to help you go beyond that. And like I was saying, it goes hand in hand with the raids reaching 10 million combat power. It is a milestone, Raiden. So being able to hit that through this event is going to be much easier. There's also some other benefits alongside that Submergence of 11. Submergence of Abyss. Submergence of Abyss plus 11 event that goes on. And that all comes at the same time. That's all on July 30th. So a couple weeks from now, you guys are just going to get to dive headfirst into these events, and there should be a lot for everyone to do.
I know that Knight D Heart was like saying that they want more combat power. They're currently at 1.4 million. This is definitely going to help give them a big spike when they when the event comes around. Something to note: it is a limited time weapon, and it cannot be enhanced unless you complete all the event quest line, like all the event missions that we have. After that, you'll be able to upgrade the limited time weapon into a permanent weapon, so it's only available for the event until you upgrade it.
So, question for those might be wondering out there as well, like what's that quest line going to look like for them? Is that going to be something that's going to require a long grind, or is that going to be something that's feasible within a reasonable time frame?
We're going to have to wait and find out. I can't really spoil that one.
All right. But I tried, guys. I tried.
Sorry. I can't. Sorry. I mean, I could. Hold on. Let me check my Magic 8 Ball.
I'm sure it'll be pretty feasible for the average player.
It says, well, my Magic 8 Ball, it gave me an answer, and it says 8. So
8. Okay.
Yeah. But there's actually something else. There's something else, Storm. And
it said something else, or there's something else?
There is something else as part of that.
Okay.
I think you kind of missed it, though.
Which part is that?
That would be new players under 200 L resonance points are going to be set to 200 and will receive equipment and crucial items in gameplay. This is to help you reach that 10 million combat power milestone.
Nice little boost.
During this growth event, you'll also earn an additional entry into secret dungeons for that event character. Oh, it was a short mention? Storm!
It's okay, you need to say it again.
I guess so. Of course, while we are preparing for it, we do have the summer pre-event that's currently active. You get your Mod Force E-Select Cube, 5 10% Blessed Chlorite Seeds, 3 Apple Select Cubes that give you 300 apples of your choice, and 500 Fighter Potions. That's not a small amount. That's a lot that we're giving out to you guys. Now, to jump to something different, Storm, would you would you share some details about the Masterclass portraits?
Yeah, so the Masterclass portraits are going to basically it's been requested in the past that for Masterclass skill cut-ins to have them as portraits. And now they're going to be available as an option under the customization settings. So the requests have been answered, and at a later date, I believe that's August 13th, you will have the opportunity to do that. So
yep, that is true.
Big new feature coming in with it.
Yep, August 13th. It will be the Masterclass portrait update. So you guys, this has been something that's been requested for the past 5 years, I want to say. I know because that's when Masterclass came out and people were asking for it then.
So a long time coming.
Does the rewards apply to a single character or the entire account? Single character. I think if we gave like an entire count, every character a plus 11 Submergence of Abyss weapon, I think the game would like blow up, and not in a good way. And also stream, yes! I've been doing also streams for a while, Bullets. But yeah, so Masterclass Portrait's gonna finally happen And there's going to be some extra special stuff as part of it. I can't tell you what, but I've seen some of those portraits and they are looking really good. You'll just have to wait and find out. Also, I guess to kind of move back the clock a little bit, back in May, we did make a change to the Q buff, as everyone likes to call it, the hero and battle buff, going all the way up to Turnog when you enter dungeons with less people than the limit. So 1 person, 2 people, 3 people, and even 4 people could get the buff. Now, up to Turnog is great. But what about Moneterra? What about Serpentium? We kind of want that buff too. That's some of the stuff I've heard. Good news? It's going to be applied in the summer update. It's going to be applied to all normal dungeons specifically. Now, Storm, I think there's something big that's also happening on the 13th, and that is a character balance patch. And we know how big character balance patches can be. So, there's also going to be some item adjustments. Want to go over it?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing to kick things off with that balance patch is it's mentioned as well that, you know, they're going to try and bring up the effectiveness of offensive characters that are lacking, that you aren't seeing as much from them in raids and such. So very exciting for those that have maybe been waiting for their favorite characters that aren't necessarily at the top of the damage charts, to see some well-deserved buffs coming their way. So I think that's definitely one thing to make mention of right away. Should see some awesome improvements from that balance patch.
Mm-hmm. For the most part, we are looking at Dumaporia raid gameplay data to kind of like see where a lot of that balancing needs to happen. Because whenever like the newest content comes out, there's usually a shift. Back when Prunam raid came out, Birth raid, magic DPS classes suddenly were like the top tiers. When Abyss raid came out, the physical characters became top tier. And that's mostly because of like different mechanics related to them. So there's definitely going to be a lot of changes that are going to be coming up over the next few months. So definitely look out for that. But not only that, items are going to also have some adjustments. Storm, want to cover a few of those items that are going to be adjusted?
Yeah, the exascale glove circuits, those are having some stats increased, I believe across the board for everything, if I'm not mistaken. What else is going on with the exascale armor? I know it's getting quite a bit in terms of changes to make it a little bit more powerful.
Yes.
Correct?
Correct. So one of the main things, when we did the Reforged changes a few months ago, we did change the specific skill damage into, like, I don't want to call it all skill damage because it's not affecting that stat, but it's more like the skill tier damage. So actives, tenacity, strength, and bravery skill damage. All those stats got a boost. And as I mentioned before, when that happened, combat power numbers went up. And I know like some people were like saying this kind of hurts a little bit, but I do benefit overall. Good example being classes who have a lot of skills that deal damage, but with the old version you buff one of those. With the new version, you're buffering multiple of those. So you're getting a lot more damage overall. I know like some classes or just characters in general, like Aura, got a major boost with that, which helped out a lot more classes than some people kind of like think. I know that there were some that did not benefit from it, but those are ones that can always be adjusted. And that's what's happening here with the exascale glove circuits. They have a similar effect where they buff specific skill types, so active, tenacity, strength, or bravery. After the update, it's going to boost all 4 of those skill tiers. Same with buffing nearby party all skill damage. Circuit there are going to be some also stat changes. For example, nearby parties all skill damage is going to go from plus 0.5 to the all tiers that I mentioned before, 0.7. Bravery skill damage plus 1 is going to become the active tenacity strength and bravery at plus 1. So in this case, you're getting a higher value with the all skill damage, while the specific tier damage is going to be the same value. And with the changes, there's also going to be an adjustment to the restore set, or green, as everyone likes to call it. It's going to have increased nearby allies all skill damage by the sum of active tenacity, strength, and bravery skill damage increase on glove circuit times 0.8. So the higher the value that you build on those gloves, the more all skill damage you're providing for your party.
A lot of good changes.
Mm-hmm. There is also going to be a change to the Maestro Halo as well, the accessory from Serpentium Raid. One of the things that I know, like a lot of people who've mathed it out, and I've kind of like saw it, Demonic Vineground is still one of the top tier accessories despite it lowering your combat power. And that's because of the bonus attack it provides when awakened. It just is so useful. So Maestro Halo is kind of not being used as well. So there's going to be some adjustments to it to make it better. This is going to be by improving the effect of it and the duration of the symphony effect. Let's see. Alright, there's one more thing we need to talk about, though. Storm, take it away.
Well, we've got a new region coming out on August 27th, which includes new region dungeons. One thing I'm excited about with it is, and the others should be as well, is that it's going to take on Serpentium's combat power levels. So no increase on that, which is going to make it more accessible to more players as well. And on top of that, there's going to be a new experience farm dungeon that's going to be significantly higher than Plagueis' reflection dungeon. So right off the bat, some big things coming with the August 27th update with the new region.
Mm-hmm. So Serpentium Raid, or not Raid, excuse me, Serpentium Dungeon specifically, 9 million combat power minimum, up to 10 mil. And with a lot of the changes that have been made with the custom accessory slots, with the Reforged changes, and now this upcoming exascale change, getting that amount of combat power is not that difficult nowadays. No, as compared to before, to be fair. But there's also going to be a little bit more to this. One of the main things with these new dungeons is the very first one is going to serve as a new EXP farm dungeon. We know that people are kind of trying to find alternate means to earn more EXP for higher L resonance. Because when it came out, Tross's Nest was the perfect one for EXP farming. And then Plagueis Reflection came out. It was harder to get into with EXP setups, but if you could get that much combat power, it was worth it. Now, we're getting a new EXP farm dungeon for something new for you to spam, so that you guys can move away from Plagueis Reflection. And with the combat power being similar or close to Serpentium regions, it's going to be tough to get those EXP builds again. But the EXP efficiency is going to far exceed that of Plagueis' Reflection. So once you start getting more and more and more and more EXP gain, you're going to see a lot more gains for your ERP levels. There's also going to be new magic stones and accessories. One of these new dungeons is going to be farmable for the new magic stones. It's going to allow solo gameplay, where the more monsters you defeat along with party members, the more magic stones that will become available. The new magic stones are going to have skill tier damage increases, an all skill damage increase, and other various stats. So, I know some people might focus on maybe a specific skill tier. Some may go for all skill damage. I'm kind of curious what you guys are going to go for. So, once that comes out, I'm definitely going to be creating the thread on Discord. So, definitely share what kind of setup you're looking for. And it wouldn't really be complete if we didn't have a new giant boss to fight. We've had Steel Wall for quite a while. We've had Jabaki, we've had Titan's Grotto, we had Plagueis Labyrinth for years and years and years. I think it's time to get a new one. And
with new accessories.
Yes, especially because there's going to be multiple accessories. Not one, multiple. You can expect new accessories for the top, the face middle, the face bottom, the arm, and the necklace. Difficino, thank you very much for the compliment. Love you guys. Have a great day. You have a great day too. There's also going to be a top piece accessory, or the top piece accessory specifically. It's going to be a big one. We talked earlier about the swapping of costumes and titles, and we mentioned accessories. But the one specific one that we did not talk about, and is one that even you guys in chat have yelled at me about, that I'm not doing, is Code of Honor and Engine Cooling System. There's going to be a new one to replace it, both of them, so that you will no longer need to swap accessories mid-fight. The new Giant Boss is going to have a separate entry from the existing Giant Boss dungeons. Some of them are also going to be changed. Plagueis Labyrinth and Greysteel Wall specifically are going to be open at all times for entry, so you no longer have to wait 2 hours for it to reopen. As a result, you can probably guess that there is going to be a limitation on entrance. Some existing ones, such as Titan's Grotto and the other two, Plagueis Labyrinth and Greysteel Wall, are going to also have difficulty adjustments. They are going to be adjusted so that now you can solo them.
Ooh.
And this is something I know that some people have been requesting, especially for Titan's Grotto, because I know like a lot of people like Titan's Grotto is so easy now. Like I can enter it with 10 mil, I can clear it in like 2 minutes, and that's with a full party. I don't need the full party though. I'm the one that's doing everything. Guess what? You can solo it now, and I know some people want to just like clear it more easily to get the titles, either for collection purposes or just because the Setting Sun is like a title that they want to use. I know that it is something that people use for optimizing skill cooldowns. So if you don't have it, you have to make parties to try to get people. But with this new update coming in on August 13th, it's going to make it easier. So yeah, the new region, Atmaram, is going to be the Red Demon territory, 2 new dungeons, new magic stones, August 27th, September 10th, new giant boss, and new accessory and titles for these dungeons, specifically the giant boss. Quiet Life is so amazing. I love this game. Sexu, thank you very much for that. But yeah, there is a lot coming up, and we definitely hope that you guys are going to enjoy this summer. No one does it, and they need to do it as a quest. Nike Heart, Party Finder. Do that, and you're going to get people. Quiet Life is better. I'm glad you committed. I mean, that's definitely something that we like to hear. Again, we will be making feedback threads for these updates as they come out. I am going to be making one shortly after to kind of like go over, like that's going to like mention the summer roadmap, just in general. So you guys can kind of like comment on your early thoughts for it, so that we can send it to as feedback to the devs. That way, like, you know, if you guys like have any questions or concerns, or you know, you just want to say, "Oh, I'm liking this. Please keep doing more like this." Let us know, and we can pass it on. Now, I already know, Storm, you're waiting for that plus 11 Submerged of Abyss weapon.
I mean, there's just so much coming with July 30th, so I mean, it's all of it. It's all of it riding. But yeah, I mean, that plus 11 is going to help me out. I'm sure it's going to help almost everyone out. So that is especially first time with that. So yeah, that's definitely on the top of my list for July 30th.
Mm-hmm. Now, chat, feel free to type in the chat what your favorite of these updates is going to be. Just pick one. Don't pick all of them. But for me, I'm going to be a person of culture. Hold on. Ban KOGGM Storm. I should ban you for that one. But I'm going to be a man of culture and say the Masterclass portraits. I am a sucker for art. And I love those Masterclass portraits. I'm obsessed with the Masterclass portraits. I literally can't wait. I can agree. Balance cause buff Flame Lord. Then... you and your buff Flame Lord protest name on Discord. Once you get
There's a couple others like that as well.
I know. Once you get that buff, I expect that name to be changed. Balance patch. I can ever see like the balance patch being a big one, especially with future balance patches, because you know, like once a balance patch comes out, it's not the last balance patch. There's going to be another one. You can expect more changes. Okay, Ben, if you're not going to change it, I'll change it for you. Nerf that Ara bunny thing? You mean Meow Meow? I am not. We're not nerfing that! I will get the suppression hammer just to bonk that suggestion out. It blows up the entire... So there's a lot of other skills. I don't think that's reason enough. Sorry. But no, if you actually have an idea on like things to nerf, buff, and all that, definitely drop it in our feedback section on our Discord. Exclamation point Discord, which Storm is typing up as I can hear. Or not, I guess. Now he did. Thank you. Okay. If you guys are
I was typing something else, and I didn't really want you to ban me, so I decided not to.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm also going to say, if you guys are just going to say nerf the bunny thing, I'm going to say, well, alright, I'll request them to nerf the bunny skill cut-ins for the Trump suits. Masterclass portrait, I love seeing the proof of accomplishment it'll show to me. I can definitely see that. Are they going to adjust the drop rate of the other two accessories since they replace at higher level with the new one? Edge cooling system in particular, it's one of the tickets to enter dungeon. To my knowledge, I don't know, but there might be changes for that in the future. We don't know. No, we don't nerf that. Well, you said nerf the bunny thing, Anime Lab, and that is a bunny thing. So... we're excited for the new region now that I know it'll be accessible, though I thought I wouldn't be able to try them since I'm baby CD. If anything, crossplay, you're still going to need them around Serpentium level, but with these updates, you should be able to reach it more easily, especially with that boost to combat power. And of course, plus 11 Submergence of Abyss weapon is going to definitely help you out. And I think I mentioned it for that weapon specifically, but if not, and I think you did, Storm. But that weapon is going to be with all weapon advancement stages. So guess what? Dang it, Storm. I can't believe you just typed that. But
I wanted to make sure the redemptions are legit. That's all.
Okay. But yeah. The plus 11 Submerged Abyss weapon is going to have all weapon advancement stages complete. So you don't have to worry about farming Shadow Earl's Castle. You don't have to worry about farming the raid stages. You don't have to worry about the weekly, or clearing it weekly for the materials. You're going to have all 5 stages unlocked. You need your
Great
joke.
news. I got you, Micaiah. Don't worry.
Sorry, I'm doing derp rate. Where's my invite? Anyway, oh yeah, I forgot about this, this NPC. They are the most excellent, NPC in the hot spring. Make sure you buy some eggs from them. Very useful. There you go. You got your joke, by the way.
We'll let it count.
Of course it'll count. It's an Elsword.
We'll see you back next week, Micaiah, for the next one.
Yeah, it'll get you a nice little soft-boiled egg from the hot springs. All stages, Submergence of Abyss is amazing, really good event just for that. I can see why. Because I know like some people like they were not really big fans of having to wait, and I know in the previous event we did have another event that gave the heart core shards and the heart cores themselves, so it made it easier to get. So once you completed stage 3, if you got the heart core shards, you immediately went to stage 4. But stage 5 you still had to farm for, well, I say farm, but it's a weekly thing. So, but you still had to wait like about a month or so. If I have 2 million comp power, how much CP could I reach with this event? Well, the purpose, excuse me, purpose of the event is to lead people up to 10 million combat power, Difficito. So hopefully that'll help you out. If you're under 200 resonance points, then that should also bring you up there. Alright, I'm going to try this minigame one more time, and then we're going to close out.
Can you beat your other score?
Probably not. Yes, mechanical keyboard, so you guys are going to be hearing the clicky-clacky. And if anyone knows me, they know I like the clicky-clacky. So it's never going to go away until the keyboard actually breaks or dies or something. Note that if it does happen, though, I am going to just replace it with a new keyboard that does the same thing.
Are you doing it right now? Because we can't see it.
Oh, crap. I was. And I did
I don't have the audio on.
Sorry, that's my fault. I forgot to switch back. But yeah, you guys can hear it. But I did get a new score. That fine. It's a 3 daily, so I'll do one more. You guys are liars. Am I gonna do it, chat? Probably not.
Pretty far behind, so it's... see what you get here.
I missed the bomb! Woo! New score! I did it.
Nice work.
Alright, okay. That one counts at least. Good for me because my plus 10's always at 79% bar and the plus 9 I had before the plus 10 is at 68%. Tried to enhance it, so I'm happy. Currently at 11.4 mil. I know for a fact that some people are going to use it on their mains because they don't have a plus 11 SOA. I'm probably going to use it for an alt. Or I'm going to probably use it as an EXP weapon. Maybe. I haven't decided yet. My chair weapon with 75%. Why no get 11? Well, it's 75%. You can't get 11 from 75. You can't spell something. Alright. Storm, any final words you want to share with our lovely audience?
Well, just thanks to everyone for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you guys on the next live stream, and of course these updates. It's going to be very exciting. A lot of good stuff coming up.
Yeah, and definitely look forward to the feedback threads. We also have Discord, a new Discord quest started on Monday. Today is going to be the start of Spot the Difference and Who's That Character for July. I haven't launched them just yet on Discord, but definitely keep a lookout for them. They will be starting up within the next hour. Spot the Difference, you're just going to have to figure out what the differences are, and who's that character. You just got to figure out who the character is based on the silhouette. And Discord quest, Storm, what is the Discord quest for this week?
This week was, let me double check what that one was here. It was sharing your, it was sharing your Magic Wardrobe ticket attendance event progress. So obviously you can't have completed that now, but all you have to do is take a screenshot of your ticket attendance progress, share that in the Discord channel, and you are automatically entered into a 600 Kaching giveaway at the end of the month.
I think I showed it earlier when I completed the quest, but yeah, my progress has not been that well. I've only got 3 days.
Plenty of time, though. Plenty of time.
Yeah, plenty of time. It does last until September, so even if I miss out a few more days in July, I got August to make up for it, and even some days in September, so those Magic Wardrobe tickets will be mine eventually. Alright, but with that said, everyone, thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back next week with probably an interesting live stream. We'll see. If not, maybe we'll do... Storm could be a part of the Who Wants to Be an El Millionaire if we decide to do that again. I know like some people were having fun with that one. We might bring it back. Maybe we'll bring a new game show. Now, there's a couple ideas that we're kind of like mulling on, so we'll see you on the next live stream. Take care.